Greetings and salutations, folks. My name is Nick, and welcome back to Beacon Pines, where it seems as though all of the current branches lead to grim ends. That there is a literal underground conspiracy against the town, maybe even yourself and your family. We've followed all of these major decision paths, and they all end badly for us. Like the last one leading to the guy who is all up for your grandma. Is there a shame in his eyes? Probably. That shame is probably related to the fact that he is about to send a small child to that child's death, and he realizes that's a bad thing, but at the same time, he still needs to do it. The only branch remaining for us now is the Warehouse of Horrors, where we have the word struggle. I forgot that was a major decision point. This is a story about struggle. What does that mean? It's definitely a story about people struggling. There's a lot of struggling Luca's going to have to do to survive.
This is a story about struggle. Luca could hear a machine humming somewhere nearby. He felt around wildly, searching for something, anything that could help. His hands found a hard object, maybe a tile? He yanked it free, lifting the cold stone. Let me go! Luca swung the tile as hard as he could at the shape that still held fast to his leg.
Oh, wait, this is a... Now I remember which path this was. This is the path where you end up going to the facility by yourself. But this is one of the bad ends, because without struggle, you get captured.
He heard the crack of glass as the stone hit the assailant's mask. With a muffled yelp, the hand let go. Luca was free and scrambled to the door. He never looked back once on the long run home. Chapter 3. Everything's fine. The next morning, it was quieter than usual at the breakfast table.
Because Rolo isn't missing. There's that. Iggy is never going to run into me in the woods and turn into a mutant. What was her name? Starts with the letter E. She's not going to run into the woods, and her hair won't turn gray.
Only the sound of silverware and chewing interrupted the awkward silence.
I finished jarring a mess of jam last night. Uh-huh. So that'll need to get delivered into town today. Okay. So what did you and Rolo get up to yesterday? Oh, Rolo had things to do, so I just sort of poked around town. I've set the jam down by the front door. There's 2 batches to drop off. One for Mr. Tolliver at the Bag and Wag. Another for Mrs. Fratelli at the diner. Oh, and Mr. Nuncreed. He said he wanted some more. I suspected as much. Yes, he seems to have taken a particular interest in my jam. There are some extras in the basket for that enthusiastic gentleman. Just make sure Fratelli and Tolliver get the ones on top. No problem. Off with you now while the day is still young. I wonder if these baskets of jam are also going to have hidden messages for those 2 co-conspirators. Hello, it's Juniper Hartford. Before you hang up, just hear me out. I have a business proposition. The simple matter is we both have the same problem that needs solving. Very well, we can meet tonight. Again, what is she up to? Got just a big ol'... Okay. Sorry about yesterday. Roxy can be so annoying. But good news, no more boring chores for me today. Did you make it to the old Valentine warehouse? So, what did you find? Give me the dirt. Something happened. There was someone else there. What? Who was it? Was it aliens? I knew it would be aliens. No. Zombies? No. Alien zombies? What else could it possibly be? Rolo, I've got to deliver these into town first. We can catch up after. Oh, is it a whole thing? It sounds like a whole thing. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about it here. Meet me at the treehouse tonight. I'm not sure what this treehouse is that you speak of. Meet me at Mission Control. Roger that, Space Cadet. He is way too into, Atomic? Tom-atomic? Now I feel like an old man, because I'm misremembering the name of some kid's favorite superhero. Like, I'm not exactly at the same location, but I'm very much in the neighborhood of, like, the old relative who's all like, oh, did you get to play Super Mario on the PlayStations? Wait, watch your step. Oh, sorry. There was a whole family of beetles here. They've gone missing. I thought they just sort of wandered around. Everyone has a home, Luca. Even beetles.
Luca checked the soles of his sandals.
I think we're okay. It's weird that they're gone. They went missing when the festival preparations began. You think the noise scared them away? Something like that. Just watch where you step, okay? I will try to avoid stepping on any beetle's toes. You can tell those jerks. It doesn't matter how many boxes they pile up. I ain't moving. He is simply a fixture of the community. Last Chance Diner. Mr. Wilder, I trust you have time to chat.
Eris Valentine, oldest of Sharper Valentine's children, and heir.
Oh, wrong voice. That is the Eris Valentine. The voice I gave her was for William Kerr.
Had a way of making questions seem like demands.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Mr. Wilder had learned to assume that if he was hearing from Eris, it was because she had taken issue with something he had put in the paper.
I couldn't help but notice that the front page of this morning's paper was consumed with stories about this silly festival. Well, yes, that is the news of the day. But there is no mention of the museum, nor the foundation through which it was endowed. I'm sorry, Miss Valentine. My readers are more so interested in this town's future, rather than any one family in particular. There was a time, Mr. Wilder, when the goings-on of my family was the only thing this town cared about. Well, things change, ma'am. And you know, change is a dangerous... If you finish that thought, I will make that monocle a permanent fixture of your anatomy. My apologies. Good day, Miss Valentine. Did I give you the impression this conversation was finished?
Mr. Wilder averted his gaze and began to polish his monocle.
Well, good day, Mr. Wilder. I said good day. Is she going to be in the same part of the book? anger from the past, mistakes not yet made, and a glimmering hope for the future. He carried them all in equal parts everywhere he went. Oh heavens, what a burden to bear! Can I go into the coffee shop? No. No. Is there anything down south? Have I not gone this way? I've never gone this way. How do you keep the ice cream cold? Oh, we keep them on ice. Where do you get the ice from? I don't know, somewhere cold. How do they keep somewhere cold? Look, Bert, do you want some ice cream or not? Nah, I'm good. I just want to ask you annoying questions. No touching the giant watermelon. Take that, giant watermelon. Found a way to kick the watermelon. That was an achievement. 1 second while I see if I can turn achievements back on without turning on any other notifications. Okay, I think I've set it so now only achievement notifications should show up. Because it was really easy and I just didn't bother doing anything. Shopper Valentine, a celebration of excellence.
We all know Beacon Pines is a great town. What you may not know is great towns grow from mighty roots. And that is why you cannot tell the story of Beacon Pines without telling the story of one Shopper Valentine. Young Shopper's keen intellect and strong moral fiber led to a grand vision. A vision of a community dedicated to a better tomorrow. In his own words, a better tomorrow is within our grasp, but it requires a singular mind to harness it. Lucky for us, he decided to grow that vision here in Beacon Pines. And how does one grow a better tomorrow? With fertilizer, of course. Valentine's Fertilizer Company became the lifeblood of a town yearning for purpose. But then tragedy struck, a scientific experiment gone wrong. An accident which took Shopper away from us far too soon. To this day, we struggle to pick up the pieces. But one foul harvest isn't enough to stop the people of Beacon Pines. The spirit of Shopper Valentine lives on. It lives in the hearts of everyone with a dream for a better tomorrow. Together, we will follow his example and grow a bountiful future. Paid for by the Valentine family and the Valentine Fertilizer Company Reverence Fund.
That was unhelpful. I think it emphasizes some of the points that I was already thinking about. Was the idea that the foul experiment was a scientific experiment. The facility on the edge of town was for that experiment itself, and they're trying to restart it. Hold on, where was I supposed to go? Deliver jam to Nuncreed, to Tolliver, and to... Oh, I haven't actually been here either. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Luca, what's up?
Dawn had dreams of becoming a big-time reporter. At night, she searched for the story that could be her big break. By day, she hawked papers at the newsstand.
They got you on jam delivery, eh? Yep. Hey, Dawn, have you noticed anything weird around town lately? What sort of weird things? Stuff going on at the old Valentine building. Huh, you might say I've heard some things. I'm working on a story about it right now. So what's going on? Can't say quite yet. I still need to follow up on a few leads. Keep me in the loop, okay? Sure thing. Have you seen the new kid around yet? New kid? Yeah, came in from the big city. Her parents both got jobs here. But get this, one of them is working for William Kerr and Perennial Harvest, and the other one is working for Eris Valentine. And The Valentines represent Beacon Pines' past. Perennial Harvest has positioned itself as this town's future. Must make for some interesting dinner table conversations. I can imagine. That would be like in the 90s if like Nintendo and Sega were working across the street from each other and like your dad got a job for Sega and your mom got a job for Nintendo. Oh, that's one of them. Well, if it isn't my favorite little jam runner. Hey, Mrs. Fratelli. Look at
She
you.
leaned forward and pinched Luca's cheek.
You're all skin and bones. Is your gran not feeding you? She is, it's just, I understand. You know, I taught your mama how to cook back in the day. You may not even remember, but you and her used to help out on the diner. See that picture over there? That's you helping your mama back in the day. So cute running around in your little apron taking orders. This whole situation just breaks my heart with what happened with Eleanor. Break? Oh, we've got another charm. I've got a feeling she's out there somewhere yearning to be with you again. Few things in the world can keep a mother from her son.
Luca shifted the basket uncomfortably.
Oh, yes, let's see.
Mrs. Fratelli lifted the cloth and inspected the jam.
Wow, they even have my name on them. How thoughtful.
She carefully lifted out her jars of jam.
You tell your gran hello for me, Luca. Will do. All right, so we got one batch of jam delivered. Mayor, how are you? If I could just be left alone, young Mr. Van Horn. Oh, sure, sorry to bother you. It's just that. Mr. Kerr has asked me to make the opening speech of the festival. Being mayor and all, you might expect me to be a charismatic speaker. The truth is, I'm terribly nervous. I really don't think I'm cut out for this sort of thing. Cut out for being mayor or for public speaking? Both, I suppose. I never really chose any of this. It's more of a duty to my family. For our legacy. That sounds like a heavy burden. As for the festival, just speak from your heart. I'm sure it'll be great. Yeah, good luck, kid. Also, I've not been to this side of town too, so it is nice to be running around. Can I go into the town hall? No. Can I go into the coffee shop? I cannot go into there either. And Old Pickler's Pond. That just goes back to the
The road leading to Beacon Pines was long and uninspiring. A sort of natural barrier for the impatient.
There's nothing in that direction, is what it's trying to say. All right, let's head back towards Nuncreed. And hopefully Mr. Tolliver. Huh. Where's Mr. Tolliver's shop? In theory, I guess I should have already found it. Let's take a look back down south. Oh, there's Mr. Tolliver.
Huddled at his counter, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining apples. More accurately, Hiram Tolliver was meticulously shining one apple.
Hello?
With a yelp, Mr. Tolliver fumbled the apple, flailing at the air as it fell.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what did I... No bother, no bother.
He leaned forward and lowered his voice.
I see you have something for me. Yeah, Gran had some jam I'm supposed to give you.
He leaned in a bit further.
Jam? Yeah, these ones on top. She wrote your name on them.
Mr. Tolliver want to hear.
Ah, yes, the jam. Thank you so much for delivering this jam to me.
He reached forward and snapped up the jars of jam, giving Luca a little wink.
I already did the wink. I shall put it on my store shelves post-haste. Okay, I should finish my deliveries. Of course. Of course.
He leaned in for a final whisper.
Of course. Okay, how to be a spy for beginners. That he must have read only that book. He hasn't moved on to how to be a spy for beginners for like intermediate, and then how to be a spy advanced. Hey, Jace. Oh, hey, Luca. Have you seen this new issue of Hank Atomic? Not yet. No spoilers, please. It's awesome. It's a flashback. No spoilers, please. We get to see how mild-mannered Henry Adams becomes Hank Atomic, man of space justice. Chase, no spoilers. Oh, sorry. My point is you're gonna love it. All right, Chase. Catch you later. Roger that, Space Cadet. That's Hank Atomic, not. For some reason, I was thinking Tom Atomic. Hey, Kato. Good afternoon, Luca. Can I help you find something? Maybe, maybe not. Try me. Well, there's been some weird stuff going on at the old Valentine warehouse. Can't say I know anything about the old warehouse, but empty hives don't stay empty for long. Huh?
Kato motioned to the book in front of him.
He's reading about bees, so he only has bee-related analogies. The more I read about bees, the more similarities I see with people. If a hive collapses and fails, it doesn't stay empty for long. A new queen will set up shop pretty quickly. So you're saying it would make sense for someone new to start using the warehouse? Nature abhors a vacuum. This is like the setup for a lot of storylines, mostly towards like power abhors a vacuum. If you defeat the big bad, a new big bad will just simply take its place. Which also kind of presents the idea that the big bads of the universe are very much Hydra-like. You chop off one head and a new head takes its place. Got some jam for you, Mr. Nuncreed? Luca, you seem chipper. Well, aside from being on delivery duty, it's a nice day.
Mr. Nuncreed eyed Luca for a moment, then nodded in agreement.
I suppose it is. So, do you want your jam? Oh, right. Usually Juniper drops those off herself. I guess she's busy today. Anyway, this is my last delivery for the day. Oh, in that case,
Snatched the basket from Luca.
I'll hold on to the basket until the next time I see your gran. How manipulative of that old man. Oh, it's... Hey, you. Anchovies or pineapple? What? Don't think. Just answer. Pineapple would be... Why? How old are you? 12. Perfect. Follow me. Who are you? Anyone ever tell you you ask too many questions? Just try to keep up, okay? You asked me like... What just happened? Well, I guess I've got to go with her. Hey, what a crazy coincidence. Here's my new friend I was just telling you about. Oh, that's wonderful. Yep, we just hit it off. Oh, really? Get this, his favorite pizza topping in the whole world is pineapple. Oh, and what's your new little friend's name?
Beck locked eyes with Luca. The look on her face was equal parts expectant and desperate.
Luca Van Horn, nice to meet you. I'm Nellie, and this is Alona. We're Beck's parents.
Beck gave Luca a quick nudge.
Oh yeah, Beck told me all about you. Already feels like we've known each other for years. So you both can stop obsessing about me making friends. Oh, darling, we never doubted you. It's just that for children with fewer than 5 close friends, the probability of a stunted development doubles. Well, 1 down, 4 to go, I guess. That what Nellie means is that we just want this move to be as easy on you as possible. You can relax. A friend has been friended. Oh, this calls for celebration. Luca, you must join us for dinner tonight. Dinner? Wow, another coincidence. I actually already asked him and he said he would love to. Beck, stop making plans for me. It's just wonderful. In that case, we should pick up some groceries. You two don't get into too much trouble now. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Thanks a ton. You're welcome? I owe you one. My moms are great and all, but they can be a bit much sometimes. Our house is the little cottage next to that big mansion place. Wait, you live on the Valentine estate? Yeah, that's the spot. Meet me by their big creepy gate. Don't be late, or I'm back to square one on this whole friend gift. Great, see you there. Alright, I guess that's what we're doing now. Or should we go to the treehouse? Rolo's probably not there yet. Good morning, Jeff.
What's so good about it? Another day further down the tubes, if you ask me.
Come on now, it's not all bad. The festival is coming up.
The festival. Old Man Valentine used to put on cockamamie shindigs all the time. And where did that get us?
Well, it's Perennial Harvest putting on this one, and they're doing it for the whole town.
As far as I see it, the difference between the old Valentine Company and this new Perennial Harvest outfit
Jeff dug through his pockets for a bit.
is the difference between this empty soup can and this brown banana.
But both of those are garbage.
Exactly.
Why are you carrying around an empty soup can and a brown banana in your pockets? So who all lives in that house? Eris and Gus Valentine grew up there. And Solomon moved in a few years back. That creepy little kid in the vest? That sounds like the one. So just 3 people live in that huge thing? I bet a huge bunch of shady stuff happens all the time in a place like that. Not really, the Valentines pretty much keep to themselves. So it's empty and boring? Pretty much. What a waste. My mom says that it used to be way busier back before Sharper died. Before the foul harvest. Okay, that's like the 5th time someone mentioned this foul harvest thing. And you all use that same ominous tone. Eventually, you're going to explain to me how that harvest got all fouled up. But we can't keep my parents waiting anymore. This way. Most kids would have just ditched me by this point. Why are you still here? You look like you could use some help. You know what, Luca? You're not so bad. Let's get through this as simply as possible. Just eat, smile, and nod. Fun. Great, whatever you do, don't bring up their work. I think I can handle that.
Beck took a long breath, then gave a firm nod.
Here goes nothing. Like, why do they have competing jobs?
Chapter 4. Dinner with the Moodwills. Ilona Moodwill was worried about change. A gardener at heart, she understood the necessity of change, relied on it even. But there was a difference between the controlled world of her plants and this cluttered cottage in a strange town.
You know, I was just thinking about this is the third time we've seen Chapter 4. Like, there are two things that I'm thinking about at the moment. One is there's a line in Max Payne 2, which goes something along the lines of choice is an illusion. There's always only one choice. That illusion of choice only represents itself when you're looking back, when you're seeing the choices you could have made as represented by the branches of a bonsai tree or the forks of a lightning. All paths you could have, you would have, but you didn't. But they would not have been the you that exists today. Those paths would have led to a different version of yourself, looking back, seeing alternate choices they could have made, wondering what if, what could be, that there is no such thing as choice, or at the very least, the idea of multiple choice. There's the choice you took, and nothing else. While at the same time, you have video games like your Walking Deads, your Quantic Dreams, your there are various video games that also present the idea that choice affects the direction of the story. But choice in those games always kind of blocks off events. You make a choice, and then you go one way or the other. You save one life, but sacrifice another life. You search the basement instead of the attic first. That sort of thing. But this game takes both of those ideas and says, hey, you've got a lot of different paths you can go on. We're going to allow you to do any of them. While also saying, hey, these choices you can make, there is no single choice that necessarily says that these other choices would not have happened. Though the question becomes, is there only one choice to victory? Are there multiple choices that lead to happy endings? And that's the question I have, because if there aren't multiple choices that lead to happy endings, ultimately all you have is one story. You only have one choice, and all of these other choices are just illusions, dead ends.
Almost done. Nellie was a blur of activity, digging through boxes. Sorry, love. Couldn't find the dishes. We'll have to make do with paper plates. Dinner went by without much conversation. As she watched Beck and Luca finish up their pizza, Ilona let herself relax into the chair. The things she cared about were still here. Nellie finally had the job of her dreams. Beck was beginning to take root. Ilona's task was simply to tend to them. She could do that.
Wait, so which one is Lona? I don't remember. You know what would be nice is if these dialogue bubbles, they also had character names, like just kind of on the corner, simply because I don't necessarily remember the names of all of the characters. So, Luca, tell us about yourself. Where do you live? Oh, I live with my grandma. Over on the other side of the river. Your grandma? Where are your parents at? Beck. Manners. It's all right. My dad passed away in an accident at the fertilizer plant 6 years back. Oh dear. My mom's been missing for a few months now. Like missing?
Luca's eyes were fixed to his plate, pushing a chunk of pineapple around with his finger. Nellie was the one who eventually broke the silence.
Okay, so that one's Nellie, that one's Alona. Got it. Luca, how did you like the pizza? Oh, it was good. Very good. Normally, we'd have put more effort into dinner.
Ilona nervously gestured toward the boxes.
We aren't fully settled in, and Beck had mentioned that it's your favorite. I'm sorry, we were just skipping the part where he said his mom was missing? Beck! I'm sorry, Luca. This move has us all a little tired.
Luca wiped his face with his sleeve.
No, it's fine. So Beck said that you moved here for work?
Beck gave Luca a swift kick under the table.
That's what Beck gets for pushing the subject. Ow! I mean, what brought you to Beacon Pines? Oh, you were right the first time. We're here for work. Nellie won't tell you this, but she's a brilliant chemist. I don't know about brilliant, but I do love it. She's brilliant. Perennial Harvest just made her their newest lead researcher for deep engineering. She makes it sound more impressive than it is. I'm just happy that I get to make a difference in the world. Perennial Harvest is at the forefront of evolving agriculture into something more useful than sprinkling water and excrement on the ground.
Luca glanced over to Beck. She seemed to be holding her breath.
What Nellie means, Luca, is that there are different ways to grow plants. Yes, some people talk to their plants and hope for the best. And some people happily leave their job to allow a loved one to pursue their dream. You swore you didn't?
Beck slammed her fist into the table.
The disquiet.
Perhaps harder than she intended.
Hey, Luca, how about some dessert? I actually have to meet my friend Rolo soon.
Luca glanced outside to gauge the time. The sky was darker than he expected, filled with ominous clouds.
Looks like there's a storm brewing. I should get going. Oh? I didn't think there was any rain in the almanac. Yeah, almanacs aren't that useful around here.
Luca wiped his mouth one last time with his napkin and started to get up.
Thank you all for the pizza. It really was good. See you at the festival, Beck. Wait up. I'll walk you home.
Surprised, Luca turned around. He knew Rolo could be prickly around new people, but Beck seemed cool. Rolo would warm up to her eventually. Probably.
The clouds began to rumble or break. How do clouds... So break would be sunshine, rumble would be a thunderstorm.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled summer night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rolo. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about...
Stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promised you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. If there's a juicy secret, you gotta tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. How are you trying to lead the way?
By the gate.
So you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. Big spiked gate, looming mansion, rich reclusive owners. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house.
You will reveal your secrets to me.
What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide! That's Harris Valentine. Who's she talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order.
Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned, there's nothing to worry about.
The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it.
I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat.
Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when this all inevitably fails, I will deny everything?
I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest.
I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face.
Yes, the truth will come to light.
I'm still so surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage.
If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful.
Wow, I was expecting shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all this? Is that Luca's mom in the suit?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
No, it's the grandma. Family.
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I can certainly respect.
Gran tousled her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep
everything nice and normal until the festival.
I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
What does this mean? Like she's working with the Valentines to screw over the Perennial Harvest people.
Chapter 5.
But the Perennial Harvest people are clearly evil. Like, did the Perennial Harvest people like, she's wearing the suit, but she's clearly not the one who grabs Luca, because why would that be the grim end of that story?
What big ears you have. Lucas sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. I don't say it enough, but the art in this game is very nice. Let's see, that's the Weeping Woods, which is not the way. That's the clipboards. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely. If you just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Mr. Nuncreed? Hi, Mr. Nuncreed.
Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop right in the kisser.
Oh, Grant tells me to just keep away from the clipboards.
That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own.
Yeah, I get the impression that he's helping out the clipboards for reasons that I'm not aware of. She's still in the middle of the plaza reading her book. That is... The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned. Are you prepared to live with the truth? Dun, dun, dun. Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam. Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. Ah, we got the mayor and William Kerr together.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine.
Nope, not William Kerr. That's good. Oh yeah, that is. Sorry.
It's all coming together quite nicely.
Couldn't have done it without you.
The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that.
Nonsense. That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions.
Yes, she has been indisposed of late.
She doesn't much like me, does she?
Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy.
Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines.
My father was a great man.
You're darn tooting he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr?
Call me William. Ask away.
William, why are you doing all this?
Gosh, I've never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party.
Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down in the luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines?
Oh, you know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds.
Seeds? Yeah, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kurt gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mr. Valentine. Close enough. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Let's take a step back and take a look at the other locations real quick like. Just in case there's somebody there. Well, missed my last chance to go to the last chance diner. Nobody's in that area. Okay, so it looks like nobody's in the side paths. That you're not necessarily expected to pass by. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rolo like? Rolo, Rolo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what this foul harvest thingy is. It's kind of a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water or air or soil. Nobody knows. But all the crops died, and everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? No. I take it Rolo's farm got the short end of the stick? Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Perennial Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels one town over for a week while they decontaminated the groundwater. We'd better get going. There's Rolo. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rolo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rolo waggled his head with pride.
Very accepting. I appreciate that, Rolo.
You'll find we've spared no expense in construction.
I've seen worse looking piles of junk.
Thanks. Hey, Luca, you know the security concerns we talked about?
Yeah?
While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days.
Oh. Alright. Because this was an issue... Oh, you've made a retractable ladder? And a roll-up window. What is the target for, though? He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Junk food for junk. Nice. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here for the night. Next time we're gonna go into mission control, summarize the plot for Rolo. For now though, got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and have yourselves a good night.